Robert.
Robert is an
Arti. Bukan. French. Sinin.
Robert hates when people use adjectives before his name, especially arty. Posers talk about art all day, and it finally makes life suck for the true artists.
Ngapain? Oh, mati lu semua.
So many fools with dreams of changing the world out there. As a matter of fact, it's challenging enough to stop the world from changing you. So, at the age of 23, Robert quit his easy, stable, lucrative job. On a beautiful Monday morning, he decides to throw his resignation in his manager's face.
Dilempar kan. Terus ini suruh ngapain? Tulis. Tulis Ngapain? Oh, there an amazing spot out there, ya kan? I need to escape and see it all for
There's an amazing
myself.
world out there. I need to escape and see it all for myself.
Masa diulang. Get lost. Dibenci banget apa Robert?
So Robert packs his luggage, gets on his bike, and sets out on his enlightening journey.
Sepeda apanya? Oh, ada jalan. Jalan Robert, pergi dari dunia itu. Yoi.
The first destination is Tibet. People say going there can purify the soul. As the developer of this game, I know that Robert never had an easy, stable, or lucrative job. And he certainly couldn't afford to throw a resignation in his manager's face. He's just fantasized about this scenario for a long time, and now he can't tell the reality from the dream.
Realita survive for 3 round. Malah main ngelag. Ya lagi game ini dong ngelag. Oh jadi 2. Apa-apaan? Ngelag kayak curang. Oh sengaja nih dilekin. Curang. Curang nih dilekin sengaja.
Thank goodness the number 318 National Highway is real enough. Thank heavens he didn't make up his destination, which is called Tibet.
Gimana jadi? Masih dilancatin apa? Oh, udah hancurin. Wih.
People
Tabrak.
sometimes ask Robert why he retired so young. Robert clears his mind and answers,
Buka. 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 Jurnal.
"We travel, some of us forever, to seek." Forget it. They won't get it. I'll stop talking now.
Percuma dong pilih.
Robert begins to realize that he has nothing to say to people who are trapped by their petty lives.
Tabrak.
If he could define his state of mind in a single phrase, Robert would call it "on the road." Someone always wants to know where the road is going. Way to miss the point completely, Robert thinks to himself. While Robert doesn't really appreciate that kind of question, he doesn't make a big deal out of it. The only answer is to block each message one by one without a word.
Juga sekarang Robert mau ngapain?
It's not clear when it started. To purify heart in Tibet has become a twisted hobby for those artsy guys. People tend to look down on them. But Robert knows that if he gave into their petty doubts, he'd turn out as bad as any of them.
Yoi. Oh.
I know some people's souls are beyond help, but the clouds up here put me at ease. You can't fake true tranquility.
Kenapa? Kurang.
When I run my fingers along these ancient prayer wheels, I can feel my soul tremble, shaking off old burdens.
Lagi nggak sih?
Right here, right now, I feel the mysterious plateau has purified my soul thoroughly.
Level up.
Does that make me pretentious?
Yes.
If listening to your heart makes you pretentious, I'd much rather be pretentious than a failure. After having such an amazing experience, Robert can't wait to travel even further away.
Live.
In fact, there's nothing but distance further away. Upon the distant barley fields, there's nothing but barley.
Live again.
The further I go, the lonelier I feel.
Oh.
Nothing out there but a lonely tree.
Tinggalin sepedanya.
Then, a stone flew towards me. The stone is bleeding.
Mak.
7 sisters appear, but no one fits your need. Standing in a barren field, I found far away.
Far away.
I feel poor and free.
Iyalah ke seluruh dunia.
These untouchable sisters, this untouchable blood, this untouchable distant happiness,
Touch.
distant happiness. has anyone ever met.
Naikin batu lagi nggak? Ya.
It has always been thus. Behind the wind is wind. Beyond the sky is sky. And the road winds on forever.
Kata.
Stop.
Sampai chapter 5 deh.
Haven't you hypocrites complained enough?
Udah.
Kevin believes he's an artist. The kind of person that should have his own theme song. Stop complaining and fuck right off. Why don't you bring some joy into the world for once? Kevin has always believed that anyone who thinks the meaning of life is to see the world for themselves is irredeemably dull. You could spend your entire life measuring the world in footsteps.
Terus ngapain bawa semuanya kayak gitu? Ya jangan kencing lah. Ya. You could spend entire life measuring the world in footsteps. Maksudnya apa? Ya itu nggak kena. Ya itu kenapa? Ada titik-titiknya baru gua ngerti. Wah, Illuminati. Israel.
However, only animals need to mark their territory to prove they were there. But we're human.
Anjing.
God is dead, the people screamed. The younger generation no longer believe that the living and the dead will face any kind of final judgment. We've finally realized that in this cold, abandoned world, life is so short and absurd. Lucky that we're human. Lucky that we have art. Reality might be flawed, but art can soothe the most tortured souls.
Copy paste. Belum apa ya? Tuh, udah. Tuh, udah. Ini udah deh. Ya udah. Apa yang belum?
Of course, great art is seldom easy to understand. But that doesn't change this fact. art is our only chance to achieve immortality. Don't get it wrong, Kevin isn't a painter or anything. In fact, most people will call him a game developer. But Kevin believes that games are the ninth art. It's more accurate to just call him an artist. Truth be told, Kevin made some good games in the past, some of which sold well. Not these games, of course. They sold a lot better than just well. Kevin just took the basic formula of those hits and tweaked them a little bit.
Wait. Bukannya sama. Tempel. Terasi mbak.
It's no wonder that they say that all games are rip-offs. But Kevin always says he only makes these games to support his family. His ultimate goal in life is to make a game that's a true work of art, so he can die without regrets. People ask him all the time what kind of game could possibly let him die without regrets. He always replies, "I'm still imagining it." A new day begins. Kevin usually thinks that people who play with their phones in the bathroom are wasting their lives. It might be best to let that electronic nonsense continue to poison their minds. But an artist like Kevin, who wants to create an immortal game, will use that time to evolve creatively.
Pikir ya kadang gue ke toilet juga kayak gitu. Nggak usah di.
Huh. Seems like a perfect game wasn't built in a day. I should take my time, Kevin thinks. Whenever Kevin opens the App Store and sees the same pay-to-win games at the top of the rankings, he despairs over the average player's taste in games. But then again, considering that a stagnant market might give him more chance to create a breakthrough game, Kevin can't help but get excited. The only coherent philosophical stance is resistance.
Pay win. Pep. Oh, langsung mati. Dive-nya malah attack kurang satu doang, terus dia langsung mati lagi kan. Ide-ide mana Dark Souls gamenya tangkap nggak bisa kan, mati deh gua, nggak bisa ditahan apa. Terus gimana? Oh escape lah, escape. Keluar, kabur udah mati ya. In time bro, cobalah. Tapi nyerah gitu aja Allah. Ya sama aja sih kayak escape. Atau escape aja. Escape. Kabur ya lo. Bisa kabur. Mati. Nunggu.
Yet, on second thoughts, Kevin realizes he needs a better strategy. To really fight the status quo, he'll need to understand what's going on in the game industry. So Kevin spends most of his time playing games. Of course, he calls it game research. Let's check out the top-ranking games in the App Store first.
Clash of Castle. Game cacat udah jangan dimainin. Jangan dimainin. Cacat. Terus saya baca ciuman Indonesia. Brengsek.
Are game designers these days always in such a hurry? It's just a black and white prototype, and they're already pushing it to market. Maybe researching this kind of game could help me out. Nah, forget it. Let's dig deeper into some casual games. Perhaps I'll find inspiration there.
On other studio. Rainbow Bunch. Tap the channel to go through shop. Oh. Hey, gamenya.
For a casual game, its gameplay is okay, but its art style is far too atrocious. My 9th art masterpiece won't look anything like this. Moving on. Next.
Sampai mati deh. Oh ya, kaget banget. The Other Studio. Main apa? Oh.
This game has a pretty unique style. might even attract some casuals.
And just running.
But the gameplay is just like fast food, simple and insubstantial. That's not what I want.
Keluar. Just so.
But what exactly does Kevin want? He's still trying to imagine it every day. He worries that if he begins work without finding the perfect design, that would mean betraying his artistic principles. The day is almost over, and Kevin isn't any closer to finishing his design. Although all great artists suffer from the same procrastination like him, but he can't go on like this all the time. Maybe he'll research one last game today.
Kingdom Defense. Video berapa? Bilang gini-gini terus nih. Sampai tapi kok kalah. Kok malah kesana? Ini ngapain gimana? Astaga. Gitu lah.
Unexpectedly, this last game is pretty good. Anyway, I've got nothing else to do. Maybe I should base my own game on this. Even artists have got to eat. We can't live off ideals alone. Once he gets into gear, Kevin works really quickly.
Astaga.
Perfect. It's getting late. That's all for today.
off. Naikin lagi nih. Batu yang mana? Slot. Wah, gelap. Wah. Tidur lagi.
Time is always tough before bed. Does that mean Kevin has insomnia?
Iya deh. Iya atau enggak sih? Ya, iya.
No. Only those with weak and empty heart get insomnia. Kevin just feels a little melancholy. Maybe that's a burden that every artist must bear. Though he hasn't made his amazing game yet, so calling himself an artist is a bit premature. But as Natsume Soseki once said, if a person has a painting in his heart, he is already a painter, even if he has never painted. That's true for me too, Kevin thinks.
Nah, lewat gitu ya. 4. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 deh. Oh, bukan. 3, 6, 9. Ini 10. 4. Aduh. Ah. Ah. 57 ya. Salah. 46, 42. Salah semuanya.
Nah, never mind. I should stop counting. Counting sheep helps some people sleep, but it doesn't work at all for Kevin. Every time Kevin tells himself that he'll fall asleep when he counts to 999, but always sadly discovers himself still awake when he gets there. That sadness makes it even harder to sleep.
Nah.
So when Kevin can't fall asleep now, he prefers to imagine a little man pushing a boulder. He pushes it up a hill, and it rolls down.
Lagi. Atau lagi.
He pushes it back up, and it rolls down again.
Ambil lagi. Yuk.
Just like the happy lives of regular people.
Ayo Kevin.
Just like the absurd lives of regular people. Don't need to worry about counting to 999, because he knows that nothing will happen if 1000 comes true. They say mankind has 2 reasons to despair: ignorance and hope. That's just like them. Just like them. Like them.
Tidur.
Them.
Jatuh kak. Iya jatuh. Chapter 5 atau itu chapter terakhir? Iya, masih ada. Si Johnny lagi. Mana ada suara itu? Wah, iya Johnny. Tamat. Dah, udah.